everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'm just gonna make a quick little video where I'm talking about convention work, what I like and dislike about it, and as you can see I will also show you how preparation for these big conventions looks like, and also if you're interested in how I created my new batch of doll face and body necklaces, keep watching. These are brand new by the way and currently available. Link in bio. Okay, first let me start with the positive. I love convention work. I like how it challenges me to make new jewelry, and sometimes it literally almost forces me to make new stuff, because I don't think a lot of you guys know this, but like a good 60% of my creations that you see at my booth are unique pieces that are solely made for each convention. The only designs that are consistently always available are the chokers, the harnesses, and a few select earrings and necklaces, but pretty much everything you see at my booth are unique creations that are only once available. So that's most of the earrings, necklaces, keychains and rings. So yes, that means every time some earrings or necklaces get sold, I immediately replace the missing spot with another unique one. So every convention you see me at, it's almost a guarantee that you will see a good chunk of brand new earrings, new set of necklaces, or just like different variations of existing designs. So what I'm trying to say is that these conventions throughout the year are actually very special occasions to get really rare handmade jewelry from me, you know? So yeah, better visit me next time. So yeah, again, I love it. I love everything about conventions, selling my handmade stuff, seeing my customers, watching them get excited when they try on my jewelry, talking to them, of course, seeing other cool artists. The best part for me is always the next days when I see my customers wearing the jewelry to the convention. It's like the best feeling ever. Or when I'm chilling at the hotel, I love looking at who tagged my shop on Instagram, or just looking through the DMs. Honestly, I love it. I just love it. I crave it so much right now. But I have to wait like a few more months till convention season starts again. But yeah, I love it. So let's get to the annoying part. And it's not even that it's annoying, like genuinely, it's not that deep. It's just something that I noticed throughout the years of selling at cons. So this is something that mostly older people ask me, which is, are these all handmade? Which is, you know, a normal fair question. So I answer yes, they are. And then, no joke, they're like, nah, you Chinese, you probably resell them, right? I know it sounds crazy, but some older people in Germany or Austria are really, you know, like that, like rude like that. First of all, I'm not Chinese. Second, racist much. Just a bold assumption is crazy. And then the question of if I resell them is always paired with, can I get this cheaper? You probably resell them, so please, can I get this cheap? Like, oh my gosh, like, so anyways, as you can see, I'm preparing the chokers and necklaces, making everything pretty much by hand, and that takes time and effort. So of course, some of them are gonna cost accordingly. And I do try to be a bit charitable when it comes to pricing my stuff for conventions, because usually artists sell a bit cheaper at cons, but some people are so brazen, especially the older people, like almost demanding a discount when they want to buy like 4 or 5 things. They're like, can you do 4 for 5? Or I bought 3 chokers, can you do 30 instead of 36? Like, girl, stop. It's already out of my comfort zone to even talk to so many people, but then to have to say no and be firm about it, and also nice, you know, you always have to be nice. It's kind of uncomfortable because I would love to say yes, you know, like I hate saying no, but I can't undersell my work, of course. And there are also some young people trying to negotiate the prices, which, I mean, is fine, especially when they're like super young. But I gotta say, like, at the same time, it does get kind of annoying and old when it keeps coming up, no matter how often you say that it's handmade, you know? Another thing is people who just want to have a conversation with me, but not necessarily buy anything. They just want to talk about their day, which, I mean, of course, is fine if there were no people around trying to either buy something or ask me something about a product. Granted, this only happened a few times throughout all the years I've been at conventions, but there was this one particular instance which really stood out to me, and it wasn't even a customer being rude. It was a fellow artist who went to my booth basically to just complain complain about how bad the convention was for her and how she didn't get any significant sales, and people were clearly waiting around my booth to buy something or ask something, and she just didn't get the memo. And even I was like for a second, sorry, but I gotta take care of my customers. And she just stood there taking up space, literally just waited till I was done, and eventually freaking finally she would leave. And I was like, bro, that was so rude. Like it almost seemed like intentional, which makes me kind of get to another point. When, as a customer, walk around at conventions and look through the artist alley, and I want to take a look at a specific booth, I usually don't have the patience to wait till other customers are done looking or done talking to the seller. I honestly just move along. Like, I don't want to wait too long till it's my turn, I discovered my personal pet peeve as a customer and as a seller are people who just want to yap and not let other people see or interact with the seller. Like, for example, I was visiting a convention as a customer and I was at a booth, and like a customer wouldn't stop talking about irrelevant stuff and the seller indulging it, even though there were like other potential customers waiting to spend some money. Like, you can't ignore your customers and be just focused on talking about, about your day endlessly long, As a seller, you should at least say hi or interact in some way with your customers. Like, hey, if you need anything, let me know. But if you're just gonna ignore and just be focused on yapping, girl, I'm leaving too. I don't know why, but this is such a turn off for me. So as a seller, whenever I see customers waiting, I always greet everyone, make everyone feel seen and appreciated. And yes, I absolutely love talking to customers, but I just can't do it endlessly long in front of other waiting customers. It just feels rude and disrespectful to everybody's time. Like, I'm generally very sensitive to making other people wait or people making me wait. Like, yeah, it's a whole different story, of course, when you need assistance with choosing the right piece or trying out different jewelry. You can honestly do that all day long. I'm really just talking about the people who just want to talk and yap about their day and have zero interest in buying. So the next thing is a very specific thing that I noticed, and I want to be delicate about it because I don't want people to misinterpret what I'm trying to say. And it's not something that is annoying or anything negative. It's just funny, and I don't know, I really don't have any particular strong feelings about it. It's just, again, something that I noticed. So I'm in no means someone with a big following, especially now that I kind of slowed down with my social media presence, but every now and then there are people who recognize me from Instagram or YouTube, and when someone recognizes you, it's kind of obvious. Well, not maybe obvious, but you can tell, right? Because you can see it in their eyes or the way they smile at you. It's like a little micro expression, right? So what they do is I see them recognize me, and then they come up to my booth, and then they look at my jewelry, try some things, they glance at me a few times, smile, and then the acting starts. It's always after like a good few minutes, they look at me and then they're like, wait, don't you have a YouTube? Wait, aren't you Shalissa? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. And then they act surprised, and I just can tell that it's acting because, the whole, like, it's a very specific part which is acting, it's the whole delayed realization. Because, bro, I saw you see me 20 minutes ago with that specific look of recognition. Like, I sound like it's annoying me, but I'm really not bothered by it. It's just funny. I love when people recognize me. It's the highest form of flattery for me. But the acting part that they just realized that it's me, the delayed realization is always so funny to me. It happens so many times in that exact manner, like it's literally word for word, exactly like this. And then there's also this sentence that I hear often: don't I know you from somewhere? And I never know what to respond because I don't want to just assume that they know me from online, from my crazy big online presence, because who knows, maybe they know me from a friend because I don't know from where you know me, you know? But honestly, sometimes I can't tell if they act clueless or are really clueless. So to play it safe, I'm just gonna act clueless. But then of course they know me, and this happened also so many times where I'm like, oh yeah, that's me. And then after they buy something, I see them tag me, and I see all the previous DMs that person sent me, and I'm like, yeah, there's no way that they had to ask who I was, because they damn well know who I was, you know? It's just something interesting that I noticed. Again, nothing of any of that is annoying, of course. So now, let's talk about something that is actually kind of annoying. I don't like when people take my work too seriously. Let me explain. So there was this one customer who had a lot of questions about my body necklace creations, and I don't bullshit, you know? If somebody asks me what the inspo of a particular face or body necklace is, and the inspo is just, I like body horror and fantastical gore with female bodies is really aesthetically pleasing to look at for me, I'ma just say that, because it's really just that. So for this previous batch, my inspo was not that deep. It was basically just alien pregnant bellies and, you know, church and religion, something like that, you know. Hell, most of the time when I'm creating, I just do. My head is blank, my hands move, that's it. I really don't have any deep story to tell behind each body creation. I really don't. I just create. That's it. But this woman, this customer, was so adamant about the work being anti-feministic and misogynistic. Why do I not create male bodies? Why do females have to suffer? Why are they deformed? That have deep-rooted anti-feministic issues or whatever? And I was like, girl, first of all, I don't find male bodies as aesthetically pleasing to look at as female bodies. That's why I don't sculpt them, and that's the only reason why. Second, I love horror, especially weird body horror. My inspo is as surface level as it gets. If you interpret your stuff into it, that's fine. That's your story. That's your emotions. And if anything, I'm kind of like honored that it evokes any type of emotion or interpretation like that. But don't come to me and then assume that this was my intention, you know, and then be so bold to even criticize it or my character for it. Like that's a lot. Same with my other jewelry, my necklaces, for example. The inspo is not something deep or emotional. It's just fantasy most of the time. And this might sound a little bit childish, but I literally imagine myself making custom necklaces for fairies, elves, and princesses. Honestly, most of the time when I'm creating my beautiful otherworldly necklaces, I literally have Lord of the Rings making off videos in the background playing, because it's extremely stimulating to my soul to listen to all the designers talk about why they chose this fabric or this jewelry for the elves or the human knights to wear, you know. It's a bit embarrassing, but I literally act as if I'm one of the designers, you know, creating these beautiful art pieces to wear for the fantastical creatures. And yeah, I don't have to go all metaphysical about it, you know. It's like me like, you like, then buy, if not goodbye. It's as simple as that. When it comes to art, I'm not a yapper, I'm a doer, I create, and that's it. I don't have that much to say about my creations most of the time. Another thing that I noticed, and I say notice because I don't want to say it's annoying, it's just something where I'm still not sure how I feel about it, is when, you know, when I'm selling at conventions, it's very important for me to respect everybody's time. Again, I don't want to make anybody wait too long. And, you know, there's like then people who ask too many questions about the creating process. And it's like, okay, look, if we are friends and it's not a convention setting, we are at a cafe, I can give you the whole detailed tutorial on how to make the face pendants, the necklaces, earrings, everything. But it just gets a bit weird when you're in the middle of selling and somebody wants to know the exact process on how I create the bodies or what exact tools I use for jewelry, where to buy the beads, the pearls, the everything. Like, girl, this is not a workshop, you know? And I mean, of course, I do answer, but I'm not a teacher. And it's also not even about that I'm trying to keep my craft a secret. Like, as you can see, I'm literally showing you how I create my bodies and how I create my jewelry. Like, I literally don't care if you want to create stuff too. Sure, go ahead. But like, Google is free, you know? Google is free. And honestly, now that I think about it, it has probably more to do with that I just don't want to make other people wait. I just don't want to make anybody wait. And like, because if I think about it, like if there were no people waiting around, I could talk about that all day long, you know? But yeah. So yeah, that concludes my little non-serious rant. Again, nothing that I listed is anything really serious. To be honest, not even worth mentioning. It's just that I had all this footage and I originally wanted to talk about the process of preparing for conventions and how I loved convention work, but then I was like, that's so boring. And I kind of forgot about it, but I still had all this video material and I just wanted to talk to you guys about anything again because I was literally running the risk of abandoning my channel again, you know? Also because it's currently a bit relevant, I wanted to talk also a bit about the K-pop group 2NE1, especially Park Bom, because I've been seeing a lot of TikToks of her not really participating in the singing or overall performing at the Welcome Back concerts in Thailand. Like, she would often literally just leave the concert and not return. And it's nice how the fan base is really understanding and not judging her too much for having extremely low energy levels due to her health issues. But I just don't really understand one thing, which is why is she even there, you know? If someone is so unwell that they can't even sing or move around the stage, that person has serious health problems and should be resting at home. This girl is an amazing singer, but she is not well. I feel like it would have been better for her not to participate at all. Like, from a professional standpoint, fans, especially K-pop fans, expect all group members to contribute, especially during a highly anticipated reunion. If a member is unable to perform at the expected level or at least be there singing, it might lead to frustration among fans who want to see a complete and polished show. Again, all fans were understanding and nice from what I've seen, but if Park Bom would be at least healthy, you know, healthy enough to just sit in one corner and sing the songs, right? Like she doesn't have to dance, you know, then that would be at least acceptable. That would be fine. But the thing is, she would just sometimes not even show up. Often she would just leave, which means that her health is fucked up. Like with K-pop, the entertainment standards are much more different than anywhere else. Like, of course, I know that 2NE1 fans don't mind Park Bom being not able to fully participate. Like, I understand that too. But my criticism lies more with the professional obligation. Like, I can totally see that Park Bom is being pressured to be part of the reunion because of money or expectations from the fans, or maybe even some sort of legal issues. Like, honestly, I don't know what's going on, you know? I don't know what it is. But seeing her struggle so much on stage to even move around or stand is really heartbreaking. Like, she's not well. She should be at home living a chill life. And like seeing CL, the leader of the group, always catching Park Bom while she's trying to leave the stage, and everybody in the comments is like, oh my god, how cute, CL is taking care of Bommy again, look at CL being a good leader. And I'm like, how is any of that cute? Like, if she was a good leader, she would not let Bom suffer like this, you know? Park Bom not being able to sing or dance or having such low energy levels that she's, you know, wandering off the stage, and that literally being edited into a cute, funny moment. TikTok is so weird to me. Like, let that girl rest. Let me know what you guys think of this. I think it's wrong. She should have been at home resting, in my opinion. Like, in my opinion, her days as a K-pop idol are over. She could continue as a singer, you know, because she still has this amazing bomb-ass voice, but like a performer, it's just not something that's suitable for her anymore. And I don't know, it just makes me sad seeing her on stage. I don't feel happy, or I don't feel like nostalgic, or, you know, I don't find it cute. It just honestly makes me sad. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. All of these new body and doll faces are now available on my store. I also made a bunch of new necklaces and brand new waist chains that can be also worn as necklaces. Check everything out. The link is in the bio. And yeah, all of these creations are very limited, so be quick, guys. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.